Got enough pictures? We're good for now? Hey, good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the North Campus Auditorium here at St. Francis for tonight's CASPY Awards and Hall of Fame induction ceremony. My name is Mike McCaffrey. I have the honor and pleasure of serving as the athletic director here at USF. Before we get started, not just because we're in an old church, but because we are a Catholic institution, if you wouldn't mind joining me in prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Dear God, thank you for bringing us together to recognize the hard work and dedication of this year's award recipients. As we honor each name, help us to remember all glory belongs to you. Thank you for the friends and family who came to support and encourage these individuals. Without their love and support, this day would not be possible. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord. As we observe the many accomplishments of our honorees, we acknowledge that none of it would be possible without you. Help us always remember to do everything with a grateful heart and keep our focus on you. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So for those of you who haven't been here to this event before, which is the majority of you in the room, I'll give you just a quick history. So 2012 was my second year as the athletic director here at USF. And, you know, we did a lot of the individual team banquet stuff at the end of the school year, at the end of seasons. But what we never had was an opportunity for all of our athletes to be in front of one another and be recognized for their accomplishments. And we've had some tremendous accomplishments over the years. So this event was created for that purpose. And in 2018, in working with our alumni department, we decided that we would join our Hall of Fame with our CASPY Awards to kind of bring the past to the present. So you have our current student athletes who get to sit here and watch some of the figures that have molded USF athletics over the years, and you Hall of Famers get to sit and see some of the student athletes that are carrying the torch on your behalf. So again, I want to thank you all for being here. Couple housekeeping items. So the event will be here in this room till probably 8:15, 8:30, whatever it takes. The post party is in the gymnasium. If you go out and come around by the gallery to the right and go down the hallway, there is a door that goes out to a slight incline that will take you right up to the gymnasium. If you can't figure it out, follow some of our athletes. They know how to get there. Also, the backdrop is outside. If you did not get a chance to take your picture beforehand and would like to, Molly, our wonderful photographer, will be out there afterwards if you want to stop by the backdrop, get your picture taken, and then head over to the party. So we'll have food, drinks, club soda. We'll have a cash bar. We've got a DJ, so please enjoy yourselves, have a good time. Tonight is for you, for all of our nominees, recipients, and Hall of Famers, and we're just honored and blessed to have you with us. So at this point in time, we'll get it started like we normally do with a little highlight video of the last season's competition.
Here comes the kick, and we're underway, end over end, and that will come down and bobbled by Johnson.
All on your soul and put whips up on your back. They be like
man, oh man.
Off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on their disc, unaffected by their threats. Then get busy on their ass. See, that's how that Chateau made me. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may
Looking gives Holman jump past cross the line. It's caught for a touchdown. Kamakewicz, Holman. They gave the ball off to Will Holman.
You be the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up.
And he can't step up through the pressure.
Simmons to throw. Checks up. Throws the left corner's got a wide open catch for a touchdown. Cougars up to the area. Squeezing for the ball. It'll be a touchdown.
Shorter serve. Ongar. Beaver gets it over the double team. Now to Fortcamp. Knocks that one through. St. Francis defense. McKnight for three. She rattles it home. 3. Jones nearly loses it. Ball tipped around and picked up by Crawford. Crawford, cross court. By Parrots. White will try from deep and knocks it down.
Pick up Asia. Yup, step back, no. Kick, good ball movement. Burke for three. Got it!
Asia. Traffic throws it down for the two-handed jam. David Asia. In transition to Jalen Mole. Mole to McKeeman. Heat check. Yes, sir! The three drives, floater, backboard, count the basket, and he'll be on the line. Short, rebounded by Burt. Cushionberry, top of the arc three. Right corner, three, good!
So we've got some CASPY Student Athlete Awards and Hall of Fame. We've got them mixed up, so we're not going to do all of them at one time, so we'll alternate a little bit here. The first award that we're going to give out tonight is for our Female Performer of the Year for the fall season. This award recognizes achievements from the fall 2021 season in the sports of volleyball, soccer, tennis, and cross country. And the nominees are Paige Fortcamp, Alex Ebatino, Miley Steckelberg, Melanie Zoris, and Leah Hall. And the winner is Alex Ebatino. So Alex, please. Alex was trying to hustle her butt up 69 to get here. She actually just won the 5K about 45 minutes ago down at Indiana Wesleyan. But just something about Alex, she was a Crossroads League champion in the Women's Cross Country Championships, honored as an NAI All-American, finishing 15th in the country. Alex owns the USF record for the 5K and has helped lead the USF women's cross-country team to a top 20 ranking for the first time in school history. So thank you, Alex Ebatino, and congratulations. Our next award is the Male Performer of the Year for fall. The award recognizes the achievements from the fall 2021 season in the sports of football, soccer, tennis, and cross country. And the nominees are River Walsh, football. A.J. Moore, football. Spencer Carpenter, cross country. Elmer Martinez, soccer. and Cam Peterson, football. And the winner is River Walsh.
Xander Stokes now motion out of that to the far side. Stokes with the ball, wants to screen the ball, gets a block and a missed tackle, but the gain will...
And it's a fake that's kicked up in the air. But he's also tackled at the same time by Walsh.
Three wide to the right side for Stokes. Alford offset to the right. Here's the drop, and Stokes looks, loads, fires, and got a catch inside the 10. They gave ground, and no, it's picked up field position now. Wildcats at their own 43. Carter motion right to left. Here's Stokes over the middle. He's got an easy catch, and that one will be short of midfield. Good for a play action fake, and this time they've got, yes, good play that time. River Walsh got him.
River Walsh was named first-team All-MSFA for the second straight season, leading the Cougars in tackles with 85 during the 2021 season. He also blocked a punt that he returned for a touchdown against Siena Heights. River was also named to the MSFA All-Academic team with a 3.48 GPA. River Walsh.
Thank you. All right. First off, I would like to thank Coach Kevin Donnelly for allowing me to play football here at the University of St. Francis. I would like to thank Coach Didier and Coach Brevard for everything on and off the football field. Also, thank you to Mike McCaffrey for hosting this event and everything he does for the University of St. Francis Athletics. I'd like to thank the rest of the coaching staff and my teammates for pushing me day in and day out to get better and better every single day. And lastly, I would like to thank my girlfriend and my family, especially my mom and dad. Without them, none of this would be possible. Thank you guys. I love you guys, and go Cougs.
All right, now we've got our first Hall of Fame induction of the evening. Our first Hall of Fame inductee is Jason Walcott. Jason finished his career at USF as the #2 goal scorer with 47 and #2 in points with 109. Jason scored 9 goals for the Cougars in 9 non-conference matches in 2014, scored a conference-leading 18 goals in 2013, and became the first USF player ever selected as the Crossroads League Offensive Player of the Year. In addition, he was named to the 2014 Capital One Academic All-American College Division Men's Soccer First Team, making it the consecutive first-team selection for Jason, becoming the first USF player ever to earn the Capital One Academic All-America First-Team selection twice. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming to the stage Jason Walcott.
All right, first off, I want to congratulate all the inductees and the award winners tonight. Every person should be proud of the accomplishments that they've been recognized for tonight. Being inducted in the Hall of Fame here at the University of St. Francis is truly an honor and something I never expected. When I started thinking about what I was going to say, I really couldn't put thoughts into words. I started reminiscing on the 4 years that I had here at USF. I thought about the games I played in, the traveling that we did, the practicing at 11:30 at night, waking up for 6 a.m. lifting, which was a blast. I thought about the people I met over the years and the fact that one ended up becoming my wife, others became groomsmen in my wedding, and many became lifelong friends. I thought about the fact that St. Francis provided me an education that began with an internship and has led to a stable career. And the more that I thought about it, the harder it was to narrow down for me to come up with something to say tonight. I found myself texting friends and teammates about our college days. And it was funny because each conversation brought smiles and laughs and ended with, "Those were the good old days, and I wish we could go back." All of these made me think that if the majority of people wanted to go back to these days, we must have lived our college days right. When I decided to come to St. Francis, I had a small checklist of 3 items I wanted to accomplish. The first, a great education. The second was to play college soccer. and the third was to end my soccer career with my name above my Uncle Carlos's on the soccer records. Standing here today, I can happily say that all three boxes have been checked. At USF, I was given an education that has allowed me to excel in my career. Obviously, I got to play the game that I loved, and unfortunately for my uncle, I now have bragging rights at family gatherings. There's a few people I'd like to thank tonight that have been there for me throughout my whole career. First, my parents, Bart and Darlene Walcott. Without you, there's no way that I'd be standing up here. This is as much of my award as it is yours. You have taught me more than you can know. The drive and the passion I had for playing sports come from you. You both have made more sacrifices than I can count, and for that I'm gratefully thankful. Secondly, I would like to thank my lovely wife. Even though college you were only a girlfriend, you still showed endless support and continue in our current life. You've helped me grow as a person and truly are special. Uncle Carlos, thank you for everything you've done for me, directed me into the sport, and teaching me and invested in me at a young age. Everything you have done for me is truly appreciated, and I'm sorry that I had to move your name down on the record list. And my family, thanks for everybody. You've always been the loudest cheering section that we've had. All of you invested much time, and without you, and it has not gone unnoticed. I thank you for everything that you have done. And then finally, of course, I would not be up here without the teams that I played here or with at USF, Coach Ellison, Coach Paco, and the honor, and this is an honor, this honor would not be possible without all of the players and coaches that I played with. It has been an honor to play with them all, and this award represents the quality of those teams. One thing that I was told going into college was enjoy the time because it goes by fast. The problem with this statement is you honestly don't appreciate it until it's too late. My advice to the students here today would be to enjoy the days here. Relish in the good days and understand that the not so good days will pass. If you work hard in the classroom and on the field, it will lead you to success. Attending the University of St. Francis was one of the best decisions I made in my life. It's where I met my wife, which led to 2 kids, a great career, and friendships that will last forever. I was always happy playing the game of soccer, and now with this honor, I'll be a part of it forever. Again, thank you for all the support, for all that have supported me, and as always, go Cougs.
Well said, Jason. Our next Hall of Fame inductee tonight, Emily Kavanaugh Dexter. Emily became the single-season hits leader for the Cougars when she hit safely 74 times in 2004 as a sophomore. Is currently 3rd all-time on the USF softball hits list with 209, while hitting 365 during her collegiate career from 2003 to 2006, totaling 157 singles, 42 doubles, 8 triples, and a couple home runs for the USF Cougar softball team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Emily Kavanaugh Dexter to the USF Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Just got to get back to the family back there in the corner. All right. Now back to our CASPY Awards for current student athletes. The next award is the Female Performer of the Year for Spring. This award recognizes achievements from the spring of 2021 and winter of 21-22 in the sports of basketball, baseball, golf, and track and field. The nominees are Mackenzie Rust, Cassidy Crawford, Malia Kunkel, Amara Eckert, and Clista Hellworth. And the winner is Clista Hellworth. During the 2021 outdoor track and field season, Clista Hellworth became the USF and Crossroads League record holder in the javelin, capturing the school's first ever championship in the event. Two-time national qualifier, finished 4th in the NAIA to earn All-American status.
Hi, I didn't know we were supposed to give speeches, so this is going to be short and sweet. I came to the University of St. Francis as a freshman, as a hurdler and a high jumper, and Coach Allison asked me if I wanted to do javelin, so I decided I'd give it a try. So I would say I'm very thankful that I'm leaving here with an essential skill, knowing how to chuck a spear, if I ever need that. But I'm very thankful for everything I experienced here, and congratulations to everyone tonight.
Congratulations, Calista. Our next award is the Male Performer of the Year for Spring. The award recognizes achievements from spring of 2021 and winter 21-22 in the sports of basketball, softball, golf, and track and field. The nominees are Antoine Cushingberry, David Edja, Jordan Constanti, Joe Painter, and Tyler Rickard. And the winner is Antoine Cushingberry.
The baskets. Cushingberry against Rico. He launches and knocks it down in front of the biggest man of innings. Cushingberry launches and rattles it home.
Nice three-pointer and a nice start overall. Dan McKeeman in his first personal foul as well. Another turnover for the Cougars. Here comes Cushingberry, who got the steal. Here's Asia. Back to Cushingberry. Thought about it.
Pass. The Mole, 7 to go on the shot clock. Cushingberry.
Antoine Cushingberry was named an NAIA All-American for the second season in a row, leading the Cougars back to the NAIA National Tournament. He led the team with 724 points, 178 rebounds, 59 steals, and 151 assists, earning first-team All-Crossroads League honors and being named to the All-Defensive team. Cush also moved into 4th place on the USF all-time scoring list, going over 1,900 points for his career. Ladies and gentlemen, Antoine Cushingberry.
I definitely didn't know we were supposed to talk, but but I just want to thank God, my parents, Coach Lacrosse, LC, Henny, Double, and that's about it for real. But my teammates, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all push me every day, and who knows, for the future we can get a national championship next year. So, thank you.
And if many of you didn't make it to Hutzel during this basketball season, I would tell you that this young man got our students electrified, him and David Edja and our team, and what they were able to do. I've never seen a gym so alive for an entire season, thanks to all of our students and the football guys who came out during basketball season. It was a fun run to watch these guys go this year. All right, our next Athletic Hall of Famer to be introduced. At this time, I would like to bring up another Hall of Famer who has come back to the university to help lead our football program. And we sure are blessed to have him back at USF and his family back in Fort Wayne. So please help me in welcoming to the stage Coach Adam Sherman.
So Mike came to me and asked me if I would introduce our next Hall of Famer, and I said absolutely. Of course, played with the guy. So I started thinking I needed to dig deep into my bag of Nick cringe stories. Are you getting nervous? Okay, and then I realized I don't have any appropriate for this situation. So, what I can tell you about the man is he's one of the best people I know. He was a great teammate, a great leader. I enjoyed being around him. I'm super proud of where he is right now in his life, but he's by far the best lineman to ever play at St. Francis, and got to be at the top best player to ever play here. So this is long overdue. Should have been in earlier. I'm glad you finally got your due, but Hall of Famer this year, Nick Krinn. I forgot all this stuff.
Well, thank you, Sherman, for the kind words. Much appreciated. I want to thank Coach Donnelly for giving me the opportunity to play college football, seeing something in me I may not have saw myself. I want to thank my parents for the sacrifices they made throughout my athletic career, not just football, sports in general. And I want to thank my Uncle Matt for the coaching through middle school wrestling and through football. Much appreciated. Not something I don't know if I could have done without you guys. I appreciate it. My family, my wife, my kids, support system in my life. Thank you, and congratulations to everybody else. Good work. Thank you.
Congratulations, Nick. We're going to do a little audible here real quick. And we are going to slide to the Breakout Performer of the Year. The award recognizes a student athlete who made their presence known in 21 and 22. Whether just arriving to USF or taking their performance to another level, these student athletes became significant contributors to the USF teams. The nominees are Reagan Pate, David Edja, Paige Fortcamp, Spencer Carpenter, and Mariah Maley. The winner is Paige Fortcamp.
Talent able to recover that one. Bellamy gets that recycled.
Paige Fortcamp had one of the best first seasons in USF history in any sport. She was named First Team All-Crossroads League Freshman of the Year and became the first USF athlete ever recognized as a 2021 NAIA AVCA Regional Freshman of the Year. Paige led USF with 366 kills, averaging 3.8 kills per set. If you don't know, that's really, really good. Leading the super competitive Crossroads League in both categories. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Fortcamp.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate everything. First off, I just want to thank my coaches for allowing me to play college volleyball here, and I just want to thank all my teammates for pushing me every day in practice. And I can't wait for the next three seasons with you guys, so thank you.
All right, the next award that we have is called the Student Athlete Champion of Character Award. So for those of you who don't know, the NAIA is based on 5 core champions of character principles. Our student athletes live that out day in and day out. It's core to what we do here at the university. And each year we find a student athlete deserving who walks that every day of their lives, who commits to being the best student athlete that they could possibly be, both in competition, in the classroom, service to the university, and everything else that it entails. So this year's winner, I have a write-up from their coach who nominated them, and I'm going to get the name right out of the way early. This year's winner is Jordan Constanti. In Jordan's years at USF, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone that's done more in the USF community while being a student athlete than Jordan. Jordan's been an active member in student government and student activities, all while being a track and field athlete. Academically, he is in the top of his class and has recently been accepted to Kansas City University in their Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine program. Athletically, Jordan's a 3-time NAIA track and field national qualifier with 1 more championship still to go. He's the 2022 Crossroads League champion in the weight throw and holds both school records in the weight throw and hammer throw. He's currently sitting 9th in the NAIA in the hammer throw. He has helped develop a culture inside of the track and field program where you're expected to compete at your very best every weekend. He's built camaraderie amongst the other throwers from different institutions supporting each other to compete at their best. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming to the stage the student athlete champion of character, Jordan Constanti.
I'll keep this short. I just have a few people that I want to thank. I want to thank my coaches. A lot of time and sacrifice goes into being an athlete, especially track and field, how individualized it is. They've given up a lot of their personal lives to make sure that we can accomplish things like this. I'd like to thank my fellow athletes. Their love and support, it really, without them, it's hard to keep going sometimes. And I'd like to thank my parents for sacrificing so much, even today, you know, sacrificing their whole Saturday to spend the day with me at my track meet and then come here. I still have some unfinished business. I'll be in Alabama in about 4 weeks. Hopefully some good news for you guys. Thank you.
All right, a few more to go here. The next award is the Jimmy L. Clark Coach and Spirit Award. So, for those of you who are not from Fort Wayne, the name Jimmy Clark may not mean a whole lot to you. If you have spent time in Fort Wayne, perhaps you know he was the legendary tennis coach at Homestead High School. In 2008, I believe in 2009, then athletic director Mark Pope restarted the men's tennis program here at USF. And he hired Jimmy Clark to be our coach. Mark then retired shortly after that, and I became the athletic director. I think it was my 3rd day on the job, I got a call from Jimmy telling me that he wanted me to come see him at his house. And I walked in and we sat down and he began to tell me that he had one of the most aggressive forms of brain cancer that you could possibly have. Jimmy lasted another 4.5 months after that and then passed away. But anybody who knew Jimmy Clark knew why he did it. He did it for the kids. He did it for the students, the student athletes. Everything he did was for them. So we thought it would be important for our coaches, one a year, to be recognized with an award in his name. So when we give this award, we don't give it lightly. And this year's recipient is one of the most deserving we've had. So I got here in 2008. He was probably already in his 15th year or so by then. But Pat Donnelly is someone that I've gotten to establish a friendship with. I've gotten to see him work with student athletes. I've got to see him mentor student athletes. I've seen him grow relationships with his coaches, not just in football, but across the department. Someone that I know I could always lean on for advice, and someone that I think gave as much to this department as you possibly can as a professional, because he spent his entire professional career here. And now he's going to go off and do great things elsewhere, but he's always going to be a Cougar. We are always going to welcome him back, and it's my absolute pleasure to give this year's Jimmy L. Clark Coach and Spirit Award to Coach Pat Donnelly.
Oh, wow. Mike, thank you so much. This is quite an honor. Knowing Coach Clark a bit, what a gentleman, what a first-class person. Was in the profession of coaching for all the right reasons, and that's why this means so much to me. Unbelievable 18 years working here in the football program, working for the legendary coach, who happens to be my dad. Pretty good run, done some great things here. A couple national titles, played in 5. Really special place. Mike, I want to thank you as well. This is very, very honored to receive this, and appreciate your friendship and being together for a long time at this institution, along with many other people in the athletic department. Just a first-class organization. I'm actually departing the university. I've retired at 41 years old. I've retired from the university. I'm working now in business, but I'm going to be working here with the university, which I'm excited about. And I'll forever be a Coug. Go Cougs. Thank you.
All right, now the one I think most of you are here for. Our next Hall of Fame induction goes out to the 1975 women's basketball team. Forgive me if I get a year offer here. I think I've got this down. In 1973, the first women's basketball team was formed at St. Francis. By 74-75, the team had a roster of 11. In the 75-76 year, the culture of athletics at USF changed forever when the full commitment to women's athletics took place. The first women's basketball team was formed, and they were led to a 9-5 record in the inaugural year. Jeannie Satorsky was the first woman in St. Francis College to score more than 1,000 points in her career, 75-79. The 1975-76 season gave the women's team their first postseason playoff bid, and that season the team also turned in the highest win total in school history with 16. The 75-76 team became the first female student athletes to earn athletic scholarships. Volleyball and track and field followed as the next women's sports at St. Francis. So the first ever women's team at St. Francis is what we're honoring tonight. So I think if you think about Title IX, you think about the things that we do in athletics and all the steps that have been made, to think that it was 1975 and this team was the trailblazer to take us to where we are now, and all of the student athletes and female student athletes that have followed them and been given this opportunity because of them, it's tremendous. Team members with us tonight and featured in a recent article in a USF magazine include Coach Carlton Potts, Sandy Snyder, Mary Nicholson, Diane Karst, Anna McLean, Rhonda Darley, Chris Parker, and Mary Pullman. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the 1975 USF women's basketball team into the USF Hall of Fame. Whoever wants it.
Whoever's last has to talk.
Here, if you want, your plaques are over here if you want to grab them. The names are on each one. So Cheryl, what are yours? Troubadours. Changed right after you all started. Mike is all yours.
Okay. Go for it, Coach.
Coach got it?
Put me a coach.
Who knew? I want to thank God for being a presence in my life, and Sister Mary Jo Ellen, who backed what we were doing, and Coach Dave Fulkerson, who asked me to come and help restore the St. Francis athletic program, which was in those days nothing like what we've seen here tonight. Halfway through the men's basketball season, Sister Joanne and Dave Fulkerson decided we're going to have a women's basketball team and asked me if I would coach it, and I said yes. I've always had this dream of a floating 3-2 zone defense that I've never been able to use. And we worked on that for 3 days and played our first game, and it took off. I want to say something now, just some brief remarks I prepared in anticipation of this. These fine women. Hey there, St. Francis, are you ready to know? I got something you need to know. I got something to tell you. The inaugural team of 75, we're still very much alive. The team was so fine, I hope that you'll remember them for all time. I have a whole lot more, but they're pointing at the door, so I'm going to walk away to wrap another day.
Thank you, Coach. We couldn't have done it without you. Special times. And we continue to celebrate all the special times that we honor St. Francis with forever. We are forever friends. These ladies are champions of character and always will be. Jason was the designated speechwriter for tonight, so everything he said, we want to expound on that. But we are so very, very proud of all this university does and continues to do. Thank you.
All right, we've got our final award of the evening. Tonight's final award is called the Dimitri Kaplanis Award, in honor of a former Cougar who was taken from us way too soon in life, Dimitri Kaplanis. Dimitri was not just a student athlete, but a devoted friend to so many on campus. This award goes to a USF student athlete who exemplifies what Dimitri stood for. You must have a 3.75 GPA or better, be involved in all things to better your community, and represent yourself and your team the right way. This year, I'd like to ask assistant football coach Joey Didier to please come up and present this year's Dimitri Kaplanis Award.
A couple of us on staff had the privilege to coach both young men, both Dimitri a few years back and our award winner this year, and there's no doubt that the two of them would have been friends. Let's talk about our award winner. This young man started for us at running back for the past 2 seasons, was a joy to be around. He had a phenomenal game last spring against Taylor. His multiple touchdown performance earned him Mid-States Football Association Offensive Player of the Week. He worked very hard in the classroom. He was a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. He graduated with a 3.81 GPA, and in December was named valedictorian of his class. We were very proud of Will Homan.
Wow, this is awesome. I'd like to start off by thanking Coach Coate, who recruited me out of high school. And I told him when he came to my high school in Fort Recovery, Ohio, I was like, I'm looking for a school where I can graduate and go be a nurse for the rest of my life. And this was the opportunity. It was an hour away from home. I love my family, so I could go home and see them when I wanted to and become a nurse. And I'd like to thank Coach Donnelly for recruiting me and allowing me to play, and all the rest of the coaches, and my professors for providing me the framework to go out and be a great nurse, and my family for supporting me through the years. And finally, I'd like to thank my beautiful fiance, Kendra. We get married in January. That's going to be awesome. And last but not least, my roommate, Derek Robb, for providing me this suit to wear tonight, because they didn't let me wear my scrubs. So thank you all. Go Cougs!
I didn't tell you couldn't wear scrubs. All right, so that's our awards for this evening. We did have one other one. We have a Hall of Famer who was not able to make it here this evening, I don't believe. But I want to read the accomplishments because we're going to celebrate him and honor him at another time. But Daniel Carter was one of the best running backs to ever play at the University of St. Francis. He was a 2008 MSFA Conference Player of the Year, then became an NAIA All-American in 2009, was voted first-team All-Conference as a sophomore, junior, and a senior. During his senior season in 2009, he rushed for 1,076 yards and a team-leading 14 touchdowns, averaging over 100 yards per game, including a 3-touchdown performance against Marion on September 26, propelling the Cougars to a 28-7 win. We always put wins over Marion in these things anytime we can. Daniel's a program leader in rushing touchdown score with 54 and scored 66 total touchdowns for his career, totaling 396 points, the most in program history. He's second in career kick return yards with 1,949, first in all-purpose yards with 7,171, second in career kickoff returns with 72, tied for second rushing touchdowns for a season with 20, and fourth in career rushing attempts with 554. So unfortunately, Daniel couldn't make it here this evening, but please help me just give Daniel a round of applause, and we'll get him recognized. Well, that is the awards and Hall of Fame portion of this evening. As I mentioned to you, please stay, make your way back to the gymnasium. You want to get some photos out in front of the backdrop, please do. But come join us in the gymnasium for some great food, drinks, cocktails if you're interested. And Joe Harkins, the operations guru, is back there turning the tables like only Joe knows how to do too. So I appreciate you all being here. This is one of the best nights of the year for me personally as athletic director, to be able to bridge together the past and the present, and to be able to recognize so many great accomplishments. And real special tonight, I really want to thank the 75 women's team for showing out tonight. You all have been fantastic. And again, I mean, you think about it, the first women's sports team at USF. I'm sure a lot of us are scratching our heads saying, why did it take so darn long, right? But we know him back in those times to get that done and to have the support of Sister Joellen, to blaze a trail for a program that has now gone on to tremendous heights, including a 38-0 national championship in 2014. But I know you all share in that, and you should. And everything that we accomplish going forward is because of what you all started back in the day on all of our female sports. So thank you for that. And to our Hall of Fame inductees, to Nick, Emily, Jason, Daniel, and the team, congratulations. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. And I hope to see all of you at events. You know, please come out and support the Cougs. We've got some great student athletes out here doing tremendous things. We only touched on a few of them tonight, and some of those nominees that didn't get the actual award tonight are just as incredible as the person who won the award, but somebody has to win. But these nominees are all fantastic, and each year this gets harder. Trust me, our Hall of Fame is getting tough. We've got a lot of athletes, and we missed 2 years of Hall of Fame because of COVID, right? So we haven't done this since 2019, and we're getting backlogged a little bit. We got some champions and some great former student athletes that we need to get into the Hall of Fame. So please come back for this in the future. You're all welcome as Hall of Famers and Cougar supporters. But I thank you so much for being with us tonight. I God bless all of you, and hope to catch you in the gym here in a little bit. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Oh, wait. Oh, actually, one last. The Hall of Famers, please come up here. We're going to do a picture real quick with all the Hall of Fame inductees up on stage.